Good morning. Happy October 8th. I have so much inertia to get over. I'm going to go do 10 self-care things. Done. 64 ounces of water. Look, there's my tallies. Verse 1, In you, O Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. I have gotten over some inertia and built some momentum, and I didn't just do 10 things, I did 16. I wrote them down so that I could remember to tell you each one of them. Let's see here. I made the bed. I picked out an outfit for an upcoming event. I brushed my teeth, I washed my face, I put in contacts. I did my hair, I did my makeup, I tidied my bedroom, I started the laundry, I did the dishes, I ate breakfast. I drank 64 ounces of water, I took care of the dogs, I fed a kid, I cleaned off the kitchen table, and I read Psalm chapter 71. First, I want to talk a little bit more about last night. You went with me to the Mexican restaurant. I had chicken fajitas with no tortillas, no rice, chips with salsa, and some cheese dip. A perfectly bright experience from my perspective at a Mexican restaurant would be to walk in, which I do often, and do my best to hit 4, 14, and 1. 4 ounces of protein, 14 ounces of vegetables, and 1 fat. And I do that often. Last night, that's not what I chose to do. I was perfectly fine with giving myself the extra calories, especially if you watched the video from yesterday. I actually expressed, without ingesting, how there were times throughout the day that I was wanting to eat knowing that it was believing a lie that I needed loads and loads of calories to get my brain to function quickly, to do some tasks that I'd been procrastinating. Not true. I didn't need the calories, so I got outside and got fresh air. I also was wanting to eat to suppress some anxiety about these tasks, about these said tasks. I didn't eat. I didn't do it. I tallied my way outside, and I got lots done. Lisa said she was glad she was in bed by the time she was watching my video because she felt tired after watching it. I was pretty whooped by the time I was at that Mexican restaurant. I did not mind giving myself those extra calories. But I do want to be aware that that was not a 4-14-1 experience. That was, I'm not going to coin a new term for it. I'm going to call it exactly what it was. In fact, I called it exactly what it was on my calendar last night, after I made a little video for you all that I'm going to show you here in just a second. I don't want to keep a record of my wrongs. For one thing, because I don't see what I did yesterday as a wrong. Susan Pierce Thompson will tell you there's no bright line eating police. I'll tell you the tool is not the goal. I go into this more in the video, my response to I think it's my response to Amy. It might be my response to, it's my response to Michelle, where I talk about, it's not my goal to use the tool of bright line eating perfectly. It's my goal to be obedient to Jesus Christ. I do that by praying to God and following the Holy Spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And it's my goal to maintain peace and freedom. Having said that, I want to be highly aware, acutely aware of my own behaviors, especially with this new realm of accountability. I talked about this the other day. I could be in my own very unique danger zone of not behaving the way I used to when there were no eyes on me, but behaving in a new version where I've got a few eyes on me, but still getting my brain to light up. So I don't want to keep a record of wrongs, but I do want to keep a record. Data. It's data. So what I did was on my September poster, I put a little green square, a key, and said green equals bonus meal. I have a whole video on what my bonus meals, the definition, how I define a bonus meal. What I did last night before I went to bed is I just colored in the October 7th square yellow, and I made a little key and said very specifically, yellow meant this at a Mexican restaurant. Now, I'm all for eating out, and we run a lot, and there are little Mexican restaurants all over where I live. Maybe same goes for you. I'm in and out of Mexican restaurants often. I don't want to do the fajita, no tortilla, no rice, chips, salsa, and cheese dip thing very often. So I made it a visual on my calendar. Again, not to keep a record of wrongs. I did this before. If you've seen I reached my first goal weight, or Noreen Savage, when she emailed me, she has a little slideshow before the interview starts, and there's a little clip of me looking at my graph. Those graphs are gone because what started happening was during my relapse, I got a little bit scared of my behaviors, and I started recording details of each binge, where it happened, what it was, and I was recording it right on those visuals that were hanging in my kitchen, by the way, for anybody to walk in and see and read, which that doesn't bother me too terribly much, but I thought, I don't like looking at my illness. And here's the funny thing, it did not make me feel guilty to see those paragraphs of details of those binges. I'm telling you, it made me feel hungry. I would walk past them and read some of those paragraphs, or they'd catch my eye, and it would consciously or subconsciously make me think, donuts, that sounds pretty good. 2 Corinthians 5:17, the old is gone, the new is here. We must identify. Susan Pierce Thompson will tell you this. We've got to identify with our new self. If I walked past and saw all this information about past binges, it literally gives me the idea to, maybe that's what I want to have for lunch. And I identify with someone who's there. I'm here. I'm currently here. I'm not there anymore. Those are gone. On my September calendar, I have what that means. I'm not going to put that back on here because these will be framed and hanging together. That information is there. Here's my October calendar. Yellow. Yellow equals Mexican restaurant. No tortillas, no rice, fajitas, chips, salsa, cheese dip. Notice I'm not attaching any moral judgment to that. I'm not giving it a term. I'm not calling it a, well, I blew it, or there's none of that exaggerative language around that. I just listed exactly what it is. Those NMCs are in the trash. I am tallying my way to bed. This is a quiet house. I have no business being in this kitchen by myself. I'm so glad you're here with me. The chips are in the trash. The tallies are in the notebook. Now I am going to put myself in the bed. Now I'm headed out the door to see if I can accomplish this fun idea. So my kids are wanting some pumpkins to carve and paint. I'm going to see if I can get them a butt. The fun idea worked. Mission accomplished. For the sake of time, I'm going to let the whole deal be its own video link below. Plus soy sauce and nutritional yeast. I finally get to mow! I just hit a hose. I am gonna eat a bonus meal, and then I'm gonna repair the hose, finish mowing, and I think we're taking these kids to a football game. Calories are energy, and I am grateful for the energy to keep up with things around here and enjoy time with my family. These bonus meals might slow down my weight loss, so be it. I'm positive that this will get me there quicker than quitting. Good night, you guys. I love you dearly, and I will see you on October 9th. The girls are eating popcorn. Tally.